This is that meme. What would you do if right in front of you was a child and it cut to
Betray,
somebody
betray.
like,
Ally, ally. Betray, ally.
ha ha, ha ha ha, stinky boys, let's go, Clover, let's go. Let's get
Points have
out
been
of here.
assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please
Let's
check
get
your
out of here.
bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Come on. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Come on. What did you do, Clover? Sorry. It wasn't me. Sigma, huh? Yeah. Can't you explain this then?
What's there to explain? It's exactly what it looks like. I'm getting out of here. What?
Are you going with him, Clover?
When they all turned to look at Clover, I made my move. My feet pounded across the metal floor of the warehouse as I ran for the number 9 door.
Click, 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 click.
Hey,
click.
wait! You have to do better
No.
than shout if you want to stop me. It was closer. I was almost there. Took one last running leap and slammed into the wall, the unlocking device right in front of me. With a yell of triumph, I threw the lever down.
Yeah!
The door began to open. A heavy metallic grinding noise filled the room. Shit! That son of a bitch actually did it! His voice sounded almost surprised. I turned to face him. Sorry, but it looks like this is bye.
Sigma.
Don't worry. I'll go to the police as soon as I get out and come back with help. I'm not going to just leave you all here to die. Don't give me that shit. I know a liar when I see one. Really? Maybe you should get your eyes checked. Are you guys just gonna let him run off like this?
No way. Can't allow that. He took advantage of a sick kid. He's just a coward. Agreed.
I also agree. That's it then. Let's get him. Ready?
Yeah. He's toast.
Just leave it to us. Hey now, don't do anything you'll regret. This door only opens once, you know. If you stop me, then give it up. Charge!
Just
Shit.
get out. Just get
Spun
out.
back around
the
to
door's
face the
already
door.
open.
There it was, right in front of me. Freedom. I leapt for it, or at least I tried. It happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly my cheek was being pressed against the cold steel floor of the warehouse. The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds. Shit! Let me go! Let go of me, goddammit! I could feel something huge, heavy and metal pressed against my back. Kay had to be holding me down. I flailed and kicked, but it didn't do any good. What are you doing? You're just killing yourselves! The door only opens once. If I don't...
I know. Go, Clover. Huh? You're the only one of us with 9 BP. Nobody else can get out. But this is an order from a commanding officer. You are to escape from this facility. Once you've accomplished that, call for help. That's... Stop complaining and go! If that door closes, it's all over. None of us will get out of here alive. Leave!
The door had already begun to close. The space was narrowing quickly, but it was still wide enough for a single person to make it through.
Fine. Didn't leave you much choice. Ah!
couldn't see what had happened, but I heard enough to guess. Allison shoved Clover through the door. Looking up, I could see Clover's feet just beyond the doorway.
Alice! Go. Call for help. I'm counting on you. Alice! No! I can't! Sore losers, all of them.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
This is a bull.
Even when you win.
Yeah, it's stupid. Like, it's genuinely
No,
stupid.
they didn't stop everybody else when everybody else escaped.
That's what I'm saying. They never stop everybody else. Why are they stopping me? I won fair and square.
Okay.
Ugh.
So we can
Go to the other one and ally with the dumb baby.
Okay, at some point in time also one of the locks did unlock.
I don't know how to tell or what it's relevant, but go.
It's here, this path that was a dead end is not a dead end anymore. It was a to be continued.
Gosh. This baby doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. He hasn't
Why?
done anything other than be a thorn in my side. He betrayed Alice, tried to kill himself. Ugh. What did you choose, Sigma?
You didn't see me push the button?
No.
Huh. Well, you'll know in a moment. Let's go. Gave her a little pat on the shoulder and headed toward the wall where the results would be displayed. Not grinning, though.
He didn't even heh. He didn't even heh.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Can't stand this game. Least favorite game.
Really? Hey, nobody hit 9. Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
So you chose ally, huh?
Yeah. Quark is sick, a kid, and unable to vote. I couldn't bring myself to betray someone like that.
Thank you.
No need to thank me. I only did what anyone would have.
So you guys chose ally too, huh? Of course. Tim Yoji had only 1 BP left, and he was guaranteed to vote ally. So there's no way we could betray somebody in that position. If we had, he'd...
Yeah, you didn't have much choice. Alice K and D, on the other hand, seem to have had a less pleasant round.
Hey! What the hell is your problem? You're the crazy or just an asshole?
Yes.
Are you trying to kill me?
No, nothing like that.
Then what was it like? If we'd voted ally, you'd...
Not you'd, I'd, but...
I'd...
You would be dead. Needles in your bracelet would have activated, killing you. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't think there was any way in hell you guys would choose ally, not with Alice's BP at 1. The only way you could possibly vote was betray. Picking ally when I knew you guys picked betray would have been suicide.
You can't die. You've got 6 BP.
Well, maybe not immediately, no. I would have been signing my own death warrant. Heck, not just mine. Everyone except K's.
What?
Didn't you think it through? Your vote was always going to be betray. Let's say I was a raving lunatic and picked ally. What would happen to K's BP?
6 plus 3 would make 9.
See? And it'd be game over. Life over. You'd open up the number 9 door and blow this popsicle stand. And that'd leave us twisting in the wind, living out the rest of our miserable lives stuck in this place. See? That's why I chose betray. I did it to save all of our necks, including yours. Alice gritted her teeth and scowled fiercely at Dio, apparently trying to think of a rebuttal before finally snorting indignantly and stalking away. Shortly thereafter, the warehouse was filled with the rumbling sound of the doors sliding shut. The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them. As many times we want, huh? Then that means...
We can play the app game as many times as we want. Right?
Hey, didn't Zero's Jr. say something about this?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, he did. Can you guys all show me your bracelets? I want to see what our colors and groups are this time. Then a moment, a series of wrists were extended for me to examine. I see. Luna and Clover are a cyan pair, and Phi and Alice are a magenta pair. The remaining 3 are all solos. K is red, Dio is green, and I'm blue. So how are the groups supposed to work for the next round? I think the next doors are going to be the white ones down in that Fleur B warehouse.
Yeah, I heard about those. Alice told me about them while we were waiting for you and Clover. I think I've got them figured out.
Yes, lay it out for us. How are the groups going to shake out this time? I nod and begin to explain. Option A. Tenmyoji and Quark yellow pair up with me blue to open one door. Phi and Alice magenta pair up with Dio green to open another door. Luna and Clover cyan pair up with K red to open the last one. Oh, is there only one option?
Yes. No other combination would be able to open the secondary doors. Admittedly, Temioji and Quark aren't here for us to check, but I'm sure they're the yellow pair. If they weren't, Sigma would be stuck without anybody he could pair up with. Oh god. Never thought I'd have to put up with Dio again.
Well, you just didn't think hard enough then. Sooner or later, everybody puts up with Dio. Wait.
I mean, Dio should know that nobody's going to ally at this point.
Yeah, that's why he looks for like blackmail and stuff.
I guess. So, what should we do now? Looks like we have a lot of time until the primary door opens.
Yeah, about 80 minutes.
I'm worried about Quark's condition. Those pods can't cure Radical Sick. He still needs help. Well, we don't have anything to lose, so we might as well look for that medicine.
Medicines.
Celavia, right?
Medicines.
Medicines. For that medicines?
Medicines.
Medicines. I thought I pronounced it wrong. I mean, technically I did, but... Yeah. What about the rest of you? Oh, I'll help.
As will I.
Me too.
Yeah, fine. Guess I could help.
What about you, Sigma?
I guess there's only someone the Radical Six would ally with him. Of course I'll help. What kind of a jerk wouldn't?
Okay, we should split up and search.
After some discussion, Dio and Kay were assigned to the pantry, Luna and Alice to the treatment center, and Clover, I, and myself to the pressure exchange chamber. Shall we regroup in the Floor B warehouse 10 minutes before the doors open? Gail nodded. Kay turned to Alice and Luna. You are going to the treatment center, correct?
Yes.
Then please remember to tell Tenmyoji where we intend to meet and when.
Okay.
You must also remember to bring Quark with you. I am concerned about removing him from the pod, but it can't be helped. Without Quark's bracelet, Sigma and Tenmyoji will be unable to open the secondary door.
Right. Good. Looks like we all got all that straightened out. Let's go.
With a final nod to one another, we split up, each team headed in a different direction. Oh, we don't have to travel, just warp.
Nice, 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 nice.
Surprisingly nice considering in this route you wouldn't know where this room is, but now they decided it didn't matter. So this is the pressure exchange chamber.
No, this is a prep room. There are 2 levels. The actual pressure exchange chamber is downstairs. How do you know that? Alice told me. She was the one who investigated this room.
Did you talk to her when you were waiting for us back in the warehouse?
Yeah.
Well, let's head downstairs then.
Good idea.
So this is the real thing.
Seems like it.
Why do they have something like this here?
That's just what Alice told me, but
Apparently the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. It was part of a system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we need to get through a decompression process in order to get outside.
remember all those suits along along the wall of the prep room? Those keep you from getting infected. We won't be able to enter the pressure chamber if we don't have them on.
I see. Whoa, 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 whoa. That newspaper article was right?
Unfortunately, it seems pretty likely.
So the air out there is teeming with Radical 6.
Yeah. Something's been bothering me. What is it? Saying that if we put on those suits, we can go to the pressure chamber and go outside, right? Oh, no, we can't do that. To be on the pressure chamber is locked up tight.
Damn it. Just one door between us and freedom.
Well, if you look at that way, same as the number 9 door.
Okay, yeah, but...
Whatever, we need to be focusing on finding that Accelavir. Quark needs it. Yeah, you're right. I'll go look around upstairs. You two take this floor, alright?
Got it.
Okay.
We looked everywhere we could think of, but turned up nothing. Eventually, I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Hey, what do you think the deal is with this stuff about the world being infested with some crazy virus? The pandemic seems like it would make the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. Wait a minute. You mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions. We were in the infirmary. It was right after Quark lost it. Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no. But
And then Alice said,
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
so what's the rumor she was talking about? I got the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover, what do you know? What are you and Alice, anyway? I heard you guys belong to some sort of organization, but what is it? Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and looked down at the floor. And finally she lifted her head and met my eyes.
Fine. I think I could trust you. Just don't tell Alice, okay?
Alright.
Promise?
Promise. Clover nodded and began to talk. I listened with rapt attention at a complete loss for words. Here's what she said. Clover backstory! This is you.
Here's what she said. He's repeating what she said, or do you want me to say?
It doesn't voice acted by her.
Alice and I are agents of the SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOIS stands for Special Office of Internal Security, and we're an elite intelligence division that investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and the religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state or citizenry. Our existence hasn't been made public, so there's only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I even got involved into something like that, huh? Well, it started when I met Alice. I told you that I've played the Nonary game twice before, right? Well, this was after the second time, so about a year ago. We just escaped, and we were all stuffed into this SUV barreling across the desert. I was driving, and that's when I saw her. Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for the SOIS, and she'd been on her way to the building we'd been trapped in as part of her investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down. We offered to give her a ride, of course. After she got in, we started talking, and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. Couldn't see how us playing the Nonary game had anything to do with terrorists, but Alice had a suggestion. Is this me voicing Alice or me voicing
However you
Clover?
want it. It could be you voicing Clover.
Voicing Clover, voicing Alice?
Maybe the two people who trapped you were also the terrorists.
That isn't very likely to us, and we were chasing after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice with us. Unfortunately, we couldn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there now, on the run. Anyway, we were taken back to SOIS headquarters and put into custody. I guess they thought there had to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they were investigating. Then they must have not found anything, because after a few days of questioning, they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives.
Yeah, Dragon with meta voice acting.
But things didn't go back to the way they've been. My mom got real worried about me and my brother. Cloverfields and what was
Snake.
eyes? Snake, what was
Light.
Light fields?
Yeah.
Since we gotten kidnapped, so she'd hired bodyguards for us. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome for one. And he was in both of the last two Nonary games too. So anyway, we've been grabbed twice. But the people behind the two Nonary games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mom though, so after all these men, after all these men in black suits, made my brother everywhere.
Yeah, I saw
So
your
after that,
comment, Dragon, that Clover is from Totally Spies confirmed, and Alice looks like Alex.
it was awful. We were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy-looking guys that couldn't stand it. Just when I thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time I was really happy was I was hanging out with my brother. So we were talking it over one day, and we decided to run away. So we did. After that, we lived on our own. I worked in a cafe, and he composed music. He plays the harp, and he started writing this kind of new agey music. It kind of got popular, so we didn't have to worry too much about it. It got kind of popular.
Yeah.
Sometimes he'd play at little venues like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the book he'd written and play his songs. I know this sounds kind of like weird and culty, but they just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it. Anyway, we did that for a while, and then one day Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. So we went to the location she gave us, and it turned out that the headquarters of the SOIS, where they've taken us after the second Nonary game.
Yeah, Dragon.
What?
Snake had a Hobo Phoenix face, he said.
A Hobo Phoenix? Like Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Playing the piano and then gambling.
Yeah.
They put us into a room with about a dozen or so other people who were all about the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar, too. It only took a moment to realize how we knew each other. They were the kids from the first Nonary game. We were all excited to see each other again, and we were hugging and shaking hands and
I
stuff.
don't know if I'd be excited to see those people again, but...
Yeah, and then Alex walked in. The whole room went quiet. She walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. Right now, the terrorist organization is preparing for a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all humanity, not just any one country. If possible, that we, as a species, will die out completely. We are doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You are what we call espers. You have the ability to access the morphogenetic field. We need that. I'm guessing you don't know what any of this that is, but basically you could do this thing that's kind of like telepathy. I mean, it isn't really telepathy, but that's probably the closest thing, okay? Espers can resonate their consciousness with another person through this thing called the morphogenetic field. The purpose of the first Nonary game was to research that ability. Like the chromatic doors are opening. Like, Clover needs to hurry up. Like,
Well, they had hours. They had what, like an hour?
she's just like, oh, you want to know my backstory? Here's all of it. So my brother and I, we lived in a little apartment on top of a cafe. He wrote music. It was great, you know. And then, you know, one day we were hanging out. It's like, no, can you please just cut to the chase? She's like, nah, it's too late. Now you're gonna know. The purpose of the first Nonary game was to research that ability, so they kidnapped the kids who had potential to do it and threw them into the game. Alice had gathered up all the kids that were from that experiment. Well, I mean, it had been 9 years since it happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Yeah, I'm an adult. I'm 19. I'm a grown-up. It's like, yeah, sure, kid, sure. Anyway, everybody she brought up in was an Esper. That included me and my brother, of course. I bet you think I'm just making all this up, huh? I don't blame you. Pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget I could do that stuff. So when I heard Atlas's story, I was like, screw that. I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps want me to use some weird ability I had for them? No way. I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently, though. And they told Alice they'd do it. It was a job after all, and most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Oh right, I forgot to tell you. She told us how much they'd pay us if we helped. It was a lot. More wealth than you can imagine. But I was still totally against doing it. My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided, so I decided we were leaving. A couple days passed, and then Allie showed up at our apartment. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first owner game might have been part of the terrorist organization Alice and the SOS were after. Wasn't that, she asked, something that I might want to know more about? That got me curious. My brother, too. But the clincher was what Seven said to us. He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second owner game. She called him on her phone right then and there and handed it to us.
You guys are the only people who can do this. We don't know where Junpei is. He's gone off to travel the world looking for Akane. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out.
It's flash from the past.
Sorry. Jupe like Seven, another participant for the second owner game.
Akane, one of the people behind the second owner game.
Seven was a Japanese policeman, which was probably how Alice got in touch with him.
Anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join SOIS. Wasn't that like it's almost like that episode where Drake went to iCarly, right? You're just like, whoa, him on this show? Although Seven hasn't done anything to be canceled yet, so you know.
Seven is objectively a better person.
Yeah,
Even if he's not real.
but that was the same energy, right? Everybody in the comments, tell me how that was the same energy. For the next couple of months, all we did was train. Half of the time it was general knowledge and technical skills an SOS agent needed, and the other half was learning to straighten our Esper abilities. They'd actually known about Espers for quite a while and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger. After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field missions. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at the base so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak in a research facility posing as one of their workers and then use the morphogenetic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was fake and I got captured. Alice had come and rescued me. Had to come and rescue me. I'd been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used that information to come and find me. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but I was also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back out, I started to cry. She was just so cool, and I wasn't. I wanted to be just like her. So from that day onward, I did everything I could to be more like Alice. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where their headquarters was. The directors decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day we would strike. This time, I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me for most of my life. But then on December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks while we were going over our plans.
And when you woke up, you were in the warehouse.
Yeah.
All of that talking seemed to have tired Clover out. She sighed, and her long hair swayed as she moved. Hey, I've got a few questions.
What are they?
Well, first off, your, powers, I guess. I'm guessing you can't use them right now?
Yeah. I'm not really sure why. I've been sending my brother messages ever since I woke up, but
No response?
yeah. If there's another Esper here, they could make me stronger, but that's just wishful thinking. Wait,
What?
well, if there's someone else who's stronger than me, then they kind of absorb my powers. Maybe. No, never mind. That's probably not it.
Right, whatever. I have some other questions, so...
But like, it's like a walkie-talkie now. I thought only one person can take and one person gives.
Yeah,
So
she's a
should,
sender, her brother's a receiver.
Yeah, so why would she be waiting for her brother to send her messages back?
Did she say she's waiting for messages back?
Yeah.
She just
I'm
said
telling
she's
you,
sending him messages. But, oh, no response.
No response. Yeah, see?
I think she has to initiate it. I think it's kind of like how it works.
Oh yeah,
in the
because
first
Junpei and
game.
Akane were able to talk at the very end, right?
I think somebody has to. The sender has to make the call.
Yeah, and then they can communicate. Yeah, because again, Junpei and Akane were able to talk to each other right at the end.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Watch the VODs.
I think I understand what Alice is talking about now. They were trying to spread that virus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So who are they?
Well, can't tell you that.
What? Why not? You told me all that other stuff, and this is too much?
Well, Alice would be mad at me,
I already told you I wouldn't tell her.
but
Fine. Let me rephrase. When are they going to do it?
well, if we knew that, we wouldn't have got all the way. We wouldn't have got to all that trouble.
So you don't know.
No. Oh, we know is soon.
That could mean just about anything.
Yeah. Could be next week, or next month, or even next year. Or it could have happened already.
Wait. You mean they might have already released the virus?
Wouldn't that make the most sense? Like, how about this room? Or that newspaper article? And the 3 people who were put in cold sleep.
Are you saying you, me, and Alice are frozen? The pandemic happened while we were on ice? Wait. No, that doesn't make sense. Nobody else has heard of Radical 6 either.
Maybe they're lying.
Really? All 6 of them?
Well, if Kate really does have memory loss, then it's only 5. Cork is out too.
Saying Tenmyoji, Dio, Phi, and Luna are all lying? I guess they are a little suspicious.
A little sus. Right?
Little sussy bakas.
No! You can say that on stream, but I can't. Say that on stream, but I can't!
What's the motive?
For lying?
I can say it on stream because I don't know what it means, so...
How would I know?
What's the motive for a terrorist organization to start a pandemic?
I heard it was something about purifying the unclean.
Purifying the unclean?
Oh! Unclean. 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 Unclean.
What? What are you doing?
Shut up! Just hold on a minute. This close to remembering. Unclean. Leon. Eon. Eon. Ean!
She leapt up, suddenly excited.
Neostigmine! So it's
Neo
must be
what?
neostigmine. Neostigmine. Did you forget already? I'm talking about this stuff.
As she spoke, she pulled something out of her pocket. It was the injection gun, complete with a vial of medication. Oh right, I remember that. It was in the safe in the treatment center, right?
Yeah,
I didn't have any idea what it was, though, so I gave it to you.
exactly.
Are you saying you've heard about this neostigmine stuff before?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just remembered.
You remembered?
My brother told me about that. Neostigmine. Neostigmine is a type of cholinesterase inhibitor. That means it's sort of an antidote for tuberculosis.
I'm sorry, but I still don't get it.
How easy do I have to make it? Okay, fine. I'll start at the top, alright? Oh my gosh,
Goes
no,
back to
Clover!
Vector. So
Clover,
my brother and I were
We don't! No, Clover, please! Please! The stuff I got in here is no stigmine, which counteracts the muscle relaxation to recurring. Following me?
Tuberculine is the poison in our bracelets, right?
Right. It's the second thing we get injected with if we're penalized. Oh my gosh. How many times, Zero?
First is the soparil, which puts you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the tuberculine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
So you're saying this neostigmine keeps it from working?
Yes.
Oh my god! How many times are you going to make me say it?
So we can just inject ourselves with this if we get penalized.
Yeah! We don't have to die. We're gonna be okay. We can only pull the trigger once, though.
That means we can only use it on one person.
Yeah.
Well, it's still good news. This means one of us can break the rules once. Like, let's see.
The best way for use it would be for sneaking through the number 9 door. Somebody gets 9 points, they can open it, right? With this stuff, somebody who doesn't have 9 points could still leave with them.
Hmm.
Anyways, I'm gonna go tell Alice.
What? Hey, Clover, wait! Clover! It was too late. Clover was already on the lift and gone. Damn. I was, I think, understandably upset. With no stairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift to come back down. As soon as it was back, I jumped on and headed upstairs. We're nearly at the perfect stopping point. Fi, where did Clover go? Fi, can you hear me? She didn't say anything, just stared at me with her mouth half open.
Oh, Radical
Her
6.
eyes seemed slightly glazed and her body was unnaturally stiff. Fi? I grabbed her shoulder and shook her gently. Slowly, she raised her arm, fingers drooping limply from it. She gestured toward the exit that led away from the warehouse. That way? She went out that door? Fi's only answer was a slow, shallow nod. Right, got it. Thanks. I headed for the exit then paused. You look pretty tired. Get some rest, alright? Still no response. There's something odd about her, but catching Clover seemed like more of a priority.
Why?
I turned back around and jogged out the door toward the treatment center.
Nobody has 9 BP. Like, it's not relevant.
What?
Nobody has 9 BP. Like, it's
What's that?
fine. Like, why does he need to go find Clover right now? Like,
Because
just
he's a
let
one-track mind.
Alice know. Let Alice know. Like, it's already clear that they're working together. Let Alice know.
Also,
Pretend-
wouldn't they only have one dosage of the bad things in their bracelet? Like, it shouldn't be just a get out once. That should be like a free pass for somebody.
Yeah.
Huh? This is weird. Where is everybody? I'd assumed Alice would be in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone there to find her, but the room was empty. Luna and Tenmyoji are gone too. They left Quark, and the read on his pod said his vital signs are still normal. As far as I could tell, he was still asleep. Fine. Guess it's time to go look at somewhere else. I made my way out of the treatment center. Okay, not gonna make us travel anymore.
Excuse me.
Not in the pantry.
Till Milkman go comedy.
Not in the floor B warehouse. Not in the Luna Gay.
Long.
Not in the long.
Long.
The American Treadwheel.
Not in floor A.
Not in crew quarters 1. Not in crew quarters 2.
Huh!
Not in crew quarters 3.
We haven't been in the
the
crew
hell?
quarters. There's
What is
a
going on
sexy
here?
lady poster.
I can't find anybody. Every single room is empty. Wait,
They're all just like leaving the rooms as soon
There's-
as he gets them.
there's still one place I haven't checked. The infirmary. I mean, yeah, he's assuming nobody's moving around.
Just corpses. Just the entire infirmary is full of corpses.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Please, please. Gah! Oh,
I ran into the room and stopped short.
oh God, this
I
is
might
bad.
as well have
Ooh,
run into a brick wall. You can close your eyes.
Yeah.
My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe. No. What happened? I felt my whole body convulse, whether from terror or nausea, I couldn't
Ugh.
tell. You don't have to
I
watch.
got radical 6.
Legs went limp and I crumpled to the floor. Something sticky pressed against the palm of my hand. I looked down to see blood. A vast warm pool of fresh blood stretching out across the room, lapping at my legs and hands.
Lapping?
Why? This can't be real. How could...
Can I have my eyes?
You can open.
Yeah.
In the middle of the lake of blood, like an island of flesh.
There's
were
not a
bodies.
lake. Literally, there's no. Lake of blood is an
It-
exaggeration.
I laughed at him.
Yeah,
were-
literally, it's like
the-
high tide.
There were a bloody tangle of lifeless limbs and dead eyes, with too much blood and chaos for me to tell who was who. Had they sliced themselves open, or stabbed one another? I couldn't tell. All the blood. Too much blood. Whatever they'd done, it was clear what tool they'd used to do it. A scalpel lay in the blood next to them, its handle and blade streaked with gore. This was how they had died. This tiny blade. Oh God. This is it. It's all over. This is how it ends. That's right. I have to end it.
Oh,
This nightmare will finally be over. Time to wake up.
oh no.
My
Oh,
fingers scraped across the floor as I picked up the scalpel.
oh,
I lifted it slowly, carefully to my neck, as
Oh,
if someone
God.
were guiding my hand with theirs,
oh no, not the neck. Not
and
the
drew it
neck.
across my throat.
Ah. Oh, Hachi Machi. Oh, that was a bad mental image.
Congratulations! You got your
Is this
first
my
ending.
First ending?
You got
It's
your
my
first ending.
ending? Ah! That's so exciting!
That's why I was like, though, we can't stop now. In like less than 10 minutes, we're hitting an ending.
Oh, this is so satisfying. I mean, that Radical 6
That sea
wave,
of corpses that
sea of
like
corpses.
just lapping blood everywhere that you couldn't tell whose corpse even was who. That was a bit much.
Yeah. Well,
Like, I can't believe they actually animated like a wake of blood just flowing.
you know, you again, the the water in the oceans only have tides because of the pull from the moon. So you know that this is a substantial amount of water to be affected, liquid to be affected by the moon's shifting.
if you had enough blood to fill a lake, would it have a tide? I guess it would.
Regular lakes barely have tides.
Big lake, like Great Lakes.
Like a big
If
lake,
you-
yeah.
if
yeah.
you had
I mean,
enough
not to dox
blood to-
ourselves, but like, yeah.
If you had enough blood to fill Lake Michigan, would it
Yes,
have a tide?
It would have a tide, yes. Yes.
Interesting. I propose science. We need to prove
No,
it.
no, that's too good. it's too berserk. It's big berserk energy for you to like have a literal ocean of corpses.
Oh, I didn't say corpses. I just mean like we
Just
like
blood.
genetically create blood, like
Oh, synthetic blood.
synthetic blood.
Fill
Lab-made blood.
Lake Michigan with synthetic blood just to see it.
I'm sure the fish
Oh.
will be fine.
Yeah, like not only the fish, but like like literally the entire ocean.
Yeah, that was
'Cause,
an
you
ending
know-
dragon.
Lakes tend to do that.
Yeah, they tend to. We
They
can
tend to go-
we could dam it off.
Yeah, that's a big. I mean, you can simulate a tide. Like, you don't need. Do you really just want the moon to be the reason why the
If you
flood is laughing at you?
If you simulate it, then like we can't properly prove the experiment.
You're not wrong. Also,
In fact, we can't just
it'd
do
be-
it once. We have to do it with every Great Lake because we need a case study. We need a multiple.
Well, the other thing too that you have to take in mind is that blood will coagulate. So like it must be very fresh. Like I don't know how you're gonna dump so much blood immediately into the. I mean, you might have to like pour some anticoagulant in it too, which would defeat the purpose of the experiment. I don't think a lake full of blood would.
I'll
would
sit.
have a
I'll
tide.
sit on it. I'll think on it.
I think a lake full of blood would just be very gunky. Like it would be like
I
crushed.
mean, how
Jello.
thin does it have to be to have a tide?
I
Can,
don't know
like
how
a
thin
lake
it
of
has to
pudding have a
be.
tide?
No, yeah, probably. Maybe not a big one because it's pudding.
Oh, we got Secret Agent Woman was the achievement just now.
Secret Agent
And
Woman.
there's the first ending, the Clover ending.
The Clover ending, so satisfying.
In tradition, it's an ending where everybody dies.
Wasn't
pretty
that our
gruesomely.
first ending in the other one?
No, I think the sub ending was. Clover ending was the one with the axe ending.